Hey, good morning, team. Welcome to Talent Development OS 330. I am your professor. I am Dave Plouffe. You can call me Dave. You can call me Professor Dave. You can call me Mr. Plouffe, Professor Plouffe. It's okay with me. So, anyways, this course, it's a 7-week online course. I live in Rhode Island, uh, just over the border in Hope Valley, but that doesn't matter. I am always accessible, right? On the syllabus is my personal cell phone, and if you have any questions or concern, please get in touch with me. Now, we have a small class. We only have about 6 people in this class, and many of you are repeat offenders of Dave Plouffe. So you pretty much know me and you know how I operate. But so, anyways, let me tell you a little bit about me, right? I'm a retired Navy submarine sonarman. I retired in 2006 after 20 years. Uh, I did curriculum at Submarine Learning Center for a couple of years, writing courses and doing a little bit of teaching. And then I went to go teach over at the Coast Guard Academy at the Leader Development Center. Did that till about 2014, I guess. And then I transferred over to the Navy War College at the Ethics and Leadership Center, where I teach leadership and ethics. We have now, at the beginning of the year, transferred from the Naval War College to the Naval Education and Training Center. So, because we are growing. So, anyways, I've been teaching at Goodwin for about 6 years, mainly for Professor Walter in the Management and Leadership Division. I've written some of these classes that you have taken, and I have taught many classes. I've also taught for Southern Illinois University. They have a satellite campus on the sub base. Well, they used to, and I used to teach education there. Uh, I also do ACE, American Council on Education. I do accreditation reviews for them. So what I do is I review, like some civilian classes and recommend college credit based on that. So, like for instance, if you worked at Walmart and you had to do a lot of Walmart training, some of them may be worth college credit. Uh, so that's what I do. I benchmark there. Let's see some more about me and who I am. I don't know. My wife, Lynn, she does labor relations for the U.S. government. I have 3 beautiful daughters. 2 are 23-year-old, and I have a 16-year-old. And yeah, that's me. So, like I said, you have my personal cell phone. I will return your phone calls. I teach during the day also. So I work really well with text messages. If you text me, on my drive back or something, I will get back in touch with you. I guarantee within 24 hours. That and graded assignments. And I think for my repeat offenders, yeah, I think you can vouch for me that I'm really good at getting papers and assignments back in a timely manner. I am also still a student, getting another master's degree. So on Wednesday night, I'm in class, and it's generally a late day for me. I usually come home around 9 o'clock. So yeah, that's me. Educationally, right? So I have a couple of bachelor's degrees. I have a bachelor's in history, a bachelor's in business. I have a master's in leadership from the University of Oklahoma. A couple of graduate certificates, one in Homeland Security, one in education. And I am finishing up another master's degree at the Naval War College. This one is in defense and strategic studies. My graduation date is in May. So I will be walking in Newport at the Naval War College the same time many of you are walking in at Goodwin in Hartford. So congratulations to us. So okay, so this course, 7 weeks course runs Monday through Sunday night. And when you look at the weekly units, I have them all labeled out by weeks. The way I like to run things. Okay. Now, you should know this about me. There are no late discussion board posts. I do not accept them. at all. Discussion boards for week 1 have to be submitted during week 1. Not during week 3, not during week 4. They have to be submitted during week 1. The way I view discussion boards is discussion boards are there to replicate or substitute for our in-class discussion. So that being said, if you post in week 3 when the rest of the class is in week 4, nobody is reading your post. So it's not a discussion. That being said, I am pretty lenient on discussion boards. So here it is, week 1, and if you have not gotten the books, I still want you to post and to discuss things. You may not have to reference the book because you're missing the book. I understand that. Get the book, though, immediately. They're easy books, and they're good books to get and to keep. So I like, since this class is running Monday through Sunday on that weekly unit, I like your initial discussion post to be done by Friday evening. That way, everybody can read, and you have the weekend to do your 2 replies. So that works out good. We only have 6 students, I believe, in this class. So, we should get some rich discussions. We're really talking in the discussion boards, it's about our experience, about how we want to lead. This course is all about talent development. We as leaders are going to be managing and leading talent. And that is a difficult thing to do because sometimes the bureaucracy of management ties us up. Everybody has a position description. Everybody has a position they are filling, and that may not be their talent. And how do we overcome that? So, okay, so keep that in mind. That's what I said about discussion boards. No late discussion board posts. Get your initial post in by Friday. Sunday is the end of the week. Okay, so now, our papers are due, when they're due during that week. I take points off for late discussions. However, I saw something vibrate. It might be my cat. If my cat jumps on me, I apologize. So also, okay, so papers are due when they're due. I'll take some points off for late submissions. If I understand life happens, if you're planning a vacation, let me know immediately. Right? We can work things out. If you are, if an emergency arises, family member gets sick or something like that, let me know. We can work things out. That being said, if you are going on vacation and, I don't know, you're going to Zimbabwe and they have no internet connection. Okay. There's no discussion board posts. I understand. But you shouldn't be taking this class. Right? But if you're going to, I don't know, to Boston for the weekend, you can still do your discussion board posts. Okay? I generally never have a problem with that because we're all adults and we all know. So where's our books? I have them around here somewhere. Oh, I got to turn computer. Okay, so first book. They're posted too in the announcements. Multipliers by Liz Wyman. Great book. This is one of those books that I recommend keeping after the class and reading it. There's a lot of good information in here on how to motivate and lead others to do their best. Because you realize that, and this book goes through it, that sometimes we say the smallest littlest thing, and what does it do? It kills motivation. Some things we can do, that will really multiply the way people act in the workplace. That's what this book's about. Okay, our main textbooks, right here. I'm going to block the sun again. Performance Management by Aquinas there. This is our main textbook that a lot of the course is based on. And we're going to be going through here. There's case studies and all of that. Okay, make sure you have them. They have them at the Goodwin bookstore. Okay, so once again, so I post these little videos every week, right? If you are one of those people that like to jump ahead, please do not. The reason being because I usually post these videos on Sunday. After I've read the discussion boards, after I've read papers, and I might add some information. I generally do, actually, based on our discussion, based on some experiences that I've had, and some things that we want to talk about that may not be in the curriculum. So I'm saying that because if you jump ahead and say, everybody's on week 2 and I'm done all the way with week 5, I want to get done early, there might be some other stuff. Okay. If you want to jump ahead because you're going on vacation or something, let me know, but I typically don't like that because while we meet the objectives and we stick to objectives, sometimes the courses tend to go in a interesting direction. Every course is different. Okay, so let's see what else about me. I think that's about it in the course. As you can tell, I'm somewhat informal, and I post these videos every week. They'll be right there on Blackboard for us to look forward to. Okay, so one more thing on discussion boards. One more thing. I read every discussion board. I typically do not respond to every discussion board post because if I do, it steers the conversation. Sometimes your professor wants to see where the conversation goes. If it goes in a bad direction, I intervene and say, I don't like this. Some people have asked me also, there's an initial discussion board question. Can I answer it first? And then everybody starts chiming in. I don't typically like doing that either because once again, then I am driving the conversation. You, the student, tends to reply on what you think the professor wants to hear. I don't like that. Believe it or not, I like the free thought, the free creative thought, because you guys are adult learners and you have a wealth of information and experience. Even if you think you don't, you do. You have stuff to share. I like to see that. Your fellow students like to see that. They like to share those experiences. So that's the way I like to run things. Okay, so I will do another video for week 1, which starts tomorrow, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, Dave out.